Okay. Look. Forza Motorsport 8. This game, I've been very excited for. I really want to like this game. I really, really do. But the performance is not there. Let me show you what I mean. In fact, let me show you while I talk about it. Let me find my quote-unquote quickest car. Actually, you know what? Let's just hop in the BMW because I haven't played in it yet. So let's do a quick event. And let's just accept all the settings. I don't care. Let's do whatever. And look, I'm playing on a 3070 with a 10900K. I'm playing on 1080p low, and I have my frame rate shown so that people can see. I'm streaming off of QuickSync, so it's not using my NVIDIA card at all. And look at this. So first of all, the game looks bad. The numbers on the right-hand side of my dashboard, left-hand side, completely non-visible. Physics feels good. Gameplay feels good. Frame rate is bad. I am not able to maintain 60. Again, no upscaling. 10900K, 3070. And I am not able to get 60 FPS the moment that someone else comes on my screen. In cockpit view, which is supposed to be the easier one to run. I think the game looks terrible. I don't like the looks of the car models. I don't like the look of the grass. I don't like the look of the civilians on the side. I don't like the fact that the drivatars are so violent. There is a lot not to like about this game. The one thing I do like, and that's the one thing, two things actually, and those are the two things that I always come back to Forza for. One is the driving. I like the driving. I think the driving feels good. I think that the physics simulation does a decent job. I think that, however, the crashing sim model is terrible. It's so aggressive. Any slight tap to your rear and you just go spinning. And it is impossible to catch back up. Like, you will see me struggle for the entire rest of this race now because that one guy hit me earlier. And unless a large accident happens, or because it's Forza AI and it's actually got less brains than a small child, I win anyways. That's the other thing. The AI, don't like it. I don't like how it asks me if I want to rework my assists constantly. I know what my difficulty settings are, and I know how much of a credit reward I'm getting from the difficulties and assist screen. I don't want to be asked again what those settings are. In fact, I'd rather it show me the assist screen and explain what each setting means and does, and actually how it affects the look and feel of the game. Oh my god, this collision model is awful. So you can already see from this gameplay here, it's not good. It's not good. It's not well done. The only thing that feels good is pressing the accelerator and braking. That's about the only thing that they've gotten right. Look at the detail. It just looks awful. It's so low resolution. It doesn't even feel 1080p. I'm playing in 1080p. I'm playing on a 4K 120Hz HDR display, and I have to play at 1080p at not even 60 on a 3070 with an i9 10900K. Do you know how unacceptable that feels? This card is only a generation old. There's not even something better that I could get at a price range that seems fair. I don't know what they want me to get. Do you want me to buy a 4080, 4090? It must be. And the AI model is trash. There is still no concept of spacing between these cars. They will not respect you trying to pass. You have to make them respect you. I honestly don't even want to joke too much in this review, because I feel like if I joke, that's gonna tell the developers that they did something right. And I don't think that there was much that was done right when it came to coming up with this game. I'm extremely disappointed. I think I'm about to win my first race though. Because I finally made it out of the pack. I found that once you make it out of the pack, in any Forza game, that's been a big issue. The moment you make it out of the pack and you no longer have to deal with people anymore, you just shoot to the front. It's just too easy. Like, even in multiplayer, that's how it works. The second you don't have people to worry about, you could just hold the front forever. I'm slowly learning how to better control my vehicle and make it do exactly what I want. Things like the geometry right there are not good. I think that could be improved. I don't know whether that's too accurate or whether that actually needs to be scaled back a bit so that I don't. And oh yeah, that's the other thing. Grass? No. That's not how it feels to drive on grass in this car. Unless you're telling me that Forza Horizon is a lie. And that physics sim is trash. In which case, fix your physics sim, because it's awful. I am able to come back in this game, I've noticed. Like, comebacks are a thing if you do fall behind. The other thing I've noticed is that redlining feels awful. Redlining in Forza games used to feel great. It used to feel like a mark of pride that you were able to top out your car and you are maxing out the performance. And you are getting absolutely everything out of every shift. Here, it just makes your handling go insane. Now, I think that's more realistic. I think that's one of the better changes. As long as that's consistent, I don't want them to go back on me later in an update and be like, oh yeah, the red line handling was too aggressive, so we scaled it back. But you can see, again, my theory proves correct. The moment you get ahead of the pack and the game isn't trying to screw you over anymore, the game becomes exceptionally easy. I'm gonna get a couple of other members from the team to try it out. I'm gonna get a couple of other people to get opinions on it and see if the performance issues are just a me thing. Maybe I have to reinstall Windows, because I have noticed some major issues with CS2. Anybody who's watched my gameplay will notice that every time I op in, it lags, and that is still happening. How many times can I come back on this one? Could you imagine if these were real people? Like, he's just sitting there, he's like, oh yeah, I've got him this time, I've got him, and then I just shoot past him again one corner. I think this was on 4. 4 is way too easy. Okay, yeah, 4 is way too easy. It might just be that drive-atars are easy, because drive-atars are always easy. yeah, I'm probably gonna end up playing the crap out of this game. I already know I'm gonna play the shit out of it, regardless of how optimized it is, so that's part of the reason I bought it. I already know that I'm gonna grind it on my laptop. I'm planning to purchase a new laptop that's a little more powerful. It's gonna help out the stream and the content some. And it's also going to allow me to run better things for content. I just got a segment score of 10, that's pretty cool. I think it just gave me an achievement for that. So yeah, that's the first time I finished first in a race. It was rough, but they kind of just let me have it. That's an interesting winner ceremony. So D driver XP, I'm guessing is what that is. Reach car level 2, new rim style. Tire width, rim size, rim style. So I guess you unlock tuning parts. Yeah, personally I think the game needs more polish.
Probably the trickiest section,
but I think I'm gonna play the crap out of it. And I don't recommend that a lot of people play the crap out of it. I don't think I would recommend spending $130 for this game at all. But if this is how the game performs at launch, I'd say wait for a sale, wait for half price, and then get the game and you'll probably have a pretty good time with it. If in the next 5 days they really take player feedback and they really fix a lot of the optimization and a lot of the issues that I'm having right now in this playthrough, I think it's going to be a much better experience for everyone. Yeah, you can expect a lot more Forza content coming forward as I continue to progress through the game little by little. I'll continue to update and share my experiences as updates come. I'll share and see if there are improvements and we can talk about that. Again, driving is so easy in this game. Like, honestly, it feels like I don't even have to try most of the time, and I just overtake the AI. I'm gonna try turning the difficulty up point next time I race. I'll even give them a chance. I'll let some of them pass me, and I'll overtake them right after. Oh my god. Getting rammed. Getting rammed. Well, I'm trying to review the game, and I don't know how I feel about that. But yeah, I've got to say the locales have a lot more, like, the field of view I feel has really expanded since the last few games. It feels I can see further and I can see more, and it feels like there's like the maps genuinely feel like larger. Even if they're all the same size, they feel larger because of the way they've been designed. But what they're filled with looks bad. And you know, I keep pointing out all these good things, and it just keeps coming back to yes, but it performs and looks bad. I don't necessarily know if this is gonna be a good competitive game. We'll see if a competitive scene evolves especially because Forza games have been getting longer lifespans, so this game definitely does have some time to evolve. And we also heard that 50 series is supposed to be a major leap in computing performance, and so are some of the new processors, but even then, I'm worried that people are gonna feel like they're pushed to have to buy something new just to enjoy this game. I think the game's really fun on wheel. I think I'm gonna play, like, actually play better on controller. And I think that's, if I do end up taking this game any form of seriously, that's probably how at least I'm gonna start my career, and then I'm gonna end on the wheel, because I do know that the wheel is 100% the superior input device. But I also think that my experience with the wheel is significantly less than that with the controller. And I think that's going to put a damper on my ability to play the game. And I think that just comes down to practicing the wheel during my free time, getting better with it, understanding more how it works and how cars work with it. I mean, yeah, you can see we've completely gapped the pack. There's a couple of them that are rubber banding to us. But yeah, driving wise, gotta say I'm having a good time. I can't wait to unlock some of the more expensive cars. There's a few cars that I'm really excited to see that weren't in the last Motorsport. We got another level up there. I feel like that's a little too much, that glyph. I want to turn it off, because personally I don't like little achievements and pop-ups while I'm trying to drive. I feel like that's kind of distracting. I also don't understand too much about what the car levels mean long term. That, of course, I probably could have done more research on. I wanted to stay mostly blind to this game. I didn't watch too many trailers. I didn't see like the car list leak. I didn't see too much on it. After this, we're gonna do a short review of the car list, and we're gonna look through and see, you know, what's in, what's missing, what looks good, what doesn't. Sound-wise, I have to say they've really improved the sound. I really like the way they're doing the sound. I really like the menus, the graphics. I think they've all been done really well. These little, like, animations and level ups and all the anti-sway bars. Okay, so that's how you unlock upgrades. So, let's exit that. I have to say, even the menus feel bad. Like, they chug. And you can see the frame rate just being trash. So let's go into the buy car menu and let's see what's here. Okay. So we have the NSX. Good. But we only still have 3 Acuras. I kind of want to see a little more Acura in here. I feel like they have other good models like the TLX and things like that I'd like to see. Alfa Romeo is, again, another brand where they have like more modern models that came out after 2011 that I'd really like to see, that I think are really good cars. Alpine, I was excited for the Alpine A110. I think it sounded good, but you know, it's there, I guess. AMC Classic, you've got some good choices here. Apollo, glad to see the Intenza Amazon make a return. Ariel Atom, I wish we could have seen the Nomad again. The Valhalla concept is great. I wish we could have seen the Aston Martin Valkyrie again. I'm surprised that's actually missing. DBS Superleggera, Vulcan AMR Pro. Very good to be seeing those in here. A newer R8, this time a GT car. Love to see it. RS3 newer. I would love to see the 2022. I forgot which one it was. One of their 2022 refreshes I thought was really nice, and I would love to see that. But I guess I'm not gonna get that. It's nice to see the Pininfarina, and I definitely want to unlock that later. Bentley. Why do we always keep getting the same Bentley? You know they make other models, right? Like, where's our Flying Spur? Where's anything else that they make? I'll even take the SUV. I'll even take a Bentayga in here. Just give me something more modern. BMW. Nice to see the M3. M8 make a return. Nice. Z4. The newer one. M8 GTE. Great. Yeah, I'm quite happy with our selection of BMW. I would have loved to see the i3 as sort of like a bubble car of sorts, or even the bubble car itself. Brabham. Very excited for the BT62. Very excited to take that out for a test. I'd love to see that the Devo's in here now. I think that's huge. Would love to see some newer Buick models. I feel like they've been neglecting Buick for the last few years. Cadillac has some really interesting racing cars, and the CT5V Blackwing and 4 are very interesting as some of the newer cars. The Corvette E-Ray, that is one that I am very excited for. I think we have it already, but I could be wrong. Yeah, we have the Coupe Forza Edition. Okay, no, we do not have the E-Ray. I think the E-Ray is one of the cars we will go for next. And then the mid-engine Z06. The C8R, I always thought looked insane. Z01 1LE, love to see it. Datsuns. No newer Dodge, like no newer Hellcat or newer... I'm surprised there's not a newer Challenger than the 2012 in the game. It feels like they're almost waiting for something. No Demon either. That's an interesting one. No Dodge Demon. That's unfortunate feeling. Okay, we've got some very, very nice newer Ferraris in here, but what are we missing? I know we're missing something, because I am a Ferrari connoisseur. I want to know what we're missing. Okay, let's see. SF90, good. Roma, good. We don't care for the Portofino. Where's the 812 super fast, but no 812 competition or GTS? At least we have the SF90. We have the Monza SP2, I'll take that. FXXK Evo, F8 Tributo, great. No 296 GTB either. Interesting. I would have loved to see the 296 in here. Portofino I don't really care about, but the 812 competition looks so mean. I would have loved to see it in the game. Or even the Daytona SP3, something like that. I wanted to see something a little more unique than what we always get out of Ferrari in the game. No Mustang Mach-E. That's something I'm immediately going to notice. No Mustang Mach-E. And that's also kind of disappointing. I would have loved to see how that would perform in a Forza game, and I'd love to see... I'd love to see some of the newer Fords again. I always notice that they seem to always be a little behind on the model years, and they always seem to later, and I don't necessarily like that. Honda. We are missing the new Civic refresh. And I'm hoping that's another thing that we can... Oh, Honda is very sparse. Okay. I like that. HSV. Never been an HSV fan. Hyundai. Stop just giving me the Veloster. Give me something new. IPL G Coupe. Interesting to see a different Infinity this time. Again, where's the more recent models? Jaguar, again, I know they've made cars after this, but they put a Yesco in. Expo GT4, love to see it. Oh, they put the Ascenza. Beautiful car. No Huracan Technica. They just had that car in the other game, the Sion. I have the Sion. Oh, I can't wait to get my hands on that. SVJ Vanino. This car list feels like it's missing so many important things, and it feels like it's including Lotus Emira is nice. I like the Lotus Emira. That's definitely gonna be one I pick up. Link & Co. Love to see some newer cars come in. These look very funky, and I'd love to check them out later. Maserati again, nothing from their newer series. That's very disappointing. Same with Mazda. Like I feel like these manufacturers have released new cars. No? 765 LT, love to see it. 620R, love to see it. McLaren GT, great. McLaren, always very good in a Forza game. P1 GTR this time, awesome, love it. Perfect, they did everything I wanted with McLaren. AMG 1, perfect. GT Black Series, perfect. GT 4-door, perfect. Good lineup. I want an S-Class. I want to see an S-Class in this game. Give me the boat. Give me the boat. And give me some more standard Mercedes vehicles. Mercury. Mini. They gave us a newer May. Happy. No newer Mitsubishi than the Lancer, which is very unfortunate. Neo EP9. This looks very interesting. New Nissan Z. Oh, we finally got a 2020 GTR. They finally gave us the newer one. I'd love to see that. They didn't give us the newer Paganis. That's unfortunate. I feel like they're saving it for later. Porsche Mission R. This is cool. Taycan, good. Newer 911, good. Good. Wait. There's 919. Okay. Wanted to make sure the 919 wasn't there. Radical good. Razor Tachyon Speed. That just looks mean, and I've wanted it for a while in my collection. Rimac Nevera. Finally. No longer a concept. They're giving us the real thing. Salinas one. Nice. Subaru BRZ. And you're probably like, oh, why don't you look at some of the classics? I expect classic cars to be in the game, right? I expect certain classic cars to be in the game, and I expect them to exist. I care about what is being added to my experience within this game. Like the X-Pen. It's interesting to me because I've never seen anything like it before. But yeah, that is actually, I wanted to check one last thing. There's a what's new section. New in showroom. That's another interesting thing. They give you the DLC cars right away, but they don't actually show you what is a DLC car.
Looks like they brought back manufacturer discounts though. I want to buy one last car to end the night. That's where I'll end my coverage of the game today. Let's blow some credits. What do I want? Bentley would be nice. M8 is expensive. i8 would be nice. Any of those would be nice. You know what? E-Ray too expensive. Shit. How much are you? Too expensive. Wow, some of these cars seem to have inflated in credit price. I hope that means that they're giving us more credit? Or credits more often? Okay. No. We are going to do...
Hitting your personal best in a time trial means driving
We're
flat
gonna
out
go
precisely on the race line.
for
So
some
study
of
your
the time
rival's technique,
trials. Oh,
understand
there
where
you
you
are.
can be better, and then take it to the limit to grab bragging rights for the fastest lap.
Okay. So there is some stuff going on with rivals. Let's check that out in a moment. I'm going to cut here for my first impression.